Requisitions. Requisition is basically it's a process and a document or a form that typically begins the procurement process for some types of procurement, for some types of purchasing. Some people use them, some people don't. In fact, I would guess that most don't. It's an internal document, so it can be routed around for different approvals. It's not a purchase order. It can become a purchase order, as we'll see as we'll go through some of the steps, but it's not a purchase order. For those that do use it typically replaces an internal email, and it's typically initiated by whoever is requesting the product or service, or it can be created by by someone else for that person. So yeah, that's kind of what a requisition is. Internal document. Let's take a look. We've got take a look at requisitions. We've got a few out here, but we're going to go ahead and create a new requisition. We can provide a vendor. Oftentimes don't know the vendor. Simply saying, "Hey, I need computer paper. I need this or that. I need a tree removed." Don't know who usually does that. Procurement handles that, or someone else handles that. So we can leave that blank. Required date. When do we need this product or service? Here's today's date. Requesting it. RFQ number. Requested by me in this case. You can include a property code or a project code if it makes sense. Ship to address. And you can establish multiple ship to addresses so that it can go to this property or that property. These comments, remember this is an internal document, so these are internal comments. Just need it. Whatever we need to put there. And as with most of the text fields, you can type as much as necessary. You can use internal item numbers. You can use vendor item numbers. Some people do that. Or description, and you can make the description as lengthy as is necessary, as descriptive as is necessary. We're just going to say we need some thermostats, and we need 12 of them because we're just flat out of them. We need them in a couple of units. Don't know pricing. That's procurement's job to go source that. So we're going to save this, and we're also going to route it, and we're going to send it to somebody for approval. So we're going to send it to Tim H.M. Victor, Tim's Hotmail account. And the reason we're sending it to that person is to approve the requisition. All these reason codes, all these notes are user defined. So you can put whatever. You can always type freehand. That's what other is. You can type whatever you want because this gets used in multiple places. So in this case, we're going to just say, please approve this requisition and go ahead and submit it. So it takes us, removes us from that screen, takes us back to our requisition screen. And Tim HM Hotmail is going to get an email asking to approve this requisition. So let's kind of take a look, and we'll see. Here's our email, and it takes that person, Tim HM, right to the requisition. Here are the notes we keep track of, and one of the reasons for using a requisition is it's then documented. The steps are audited, if you will. So here's this came to Tim H.M. Victor from Tim Victor. Please approve this requisition. So asset manager, whomever, can review the requisition. Here's what's going on. someone, well, we'll step through some of this. Depending on who does what when, because everybody does things differently, you can do GL coding, but we don't know. This might be a different product or service, but someone could go ahead and do the GL coding right now, which would then enable us to check the budget. So you could, before even approving this, if the GL coding was done, because we match the GL code to your expense budget items, you could check the budget, see if it should be approved or not. We're going to save that for a later step. So we're going to say, yeah, this is good. Fine, we don't need it. And I'm going to go ahead and approve it. And I am part of a group that can approve requisitions. There are others in that group, and we'll take a look at some of those configuration settings. So it's the procurement group that this is now going to go to. And we could have put our approval policy here, just simply text saying, hey, here in this case, here's what you were supposed to do. So we're going to send this now to procurement because it's been the requisition's been approved, and takes care of that step.